Keean Bexte for Rebel News outside of the courthouse in Fort Macleod, Alberta. This is the courthouse where lawyers for the accused in the turkey heist case of 2019 are going to be shortly. They are just dealing with minor clerical things today. It's February 5th when a large decision in this case will be made. I'll just give you a quick reminder of what the turkey heist of 2019 actually was. It's when protesters, animal rights protesters they call themselves, stormed an innocent Hutterite farm and sat in a biohazard facility, compromising the biosecurity of the facility of turkeys that were about to be shipped off. Now, those turkeys were luckily being shipped within the incubation period of any possible diseases, so there wasn't much harm done outside of a few turkeys that ended up needing to not be shipped. Those protesters ended up negotiating with their victims, these Hutterite farmers, through police to actually end up abducting 5 of the turkeys in return for them leaving the premises. Now, the police didn't arrest them on scene. It took them a few weeks to actually do so. Now, it's curious as to why Alberta's left-wing Attorney General Doug Schweitzer didn't call on the police to immediately arrest these folks. It's also curious as to how Global News was on the scene so early. The leader, or the suspected leader of these activists, his name is Maxwell Ming Ma. He's actually an employee for Global News. They were on scene as this event was unfolding, almost like they knew about it beforehand. Now, I don't know if they did or not, and I would have loved to ask Global News themselves if they were here at the courthouse today during this court hearing. But of course, true to form, Global News is not here today at this court hearing. On February 5th, it will be determined by the Crown Prosecutor in this very court whether or not they're going to charge these alleged criminals with an indictment or summary conviction. So that basically means if they go through the summary route, it'll be maximum 6 months in jail. If it's an indictment, it could be far, far worse. And that is up to Alberta's Attorney General. For some reason, the most left-wing member of Kenney's cabinet, Doug Schweitzer, doesn't seem too keen to get involved in this case at all. The most interested minister in Jason Kenney's cabinet is none other than the Agriculture Minister, Devin Dreeshen. That makes sense. This is an agricultural issue. He actually posted a pretty epic meme about this back in Thanksgiving, ridiculing these protesters and standing up for the farmers. That is the Make Alberta Great Again energy that we know Devin has. Rebel News will not be ignoring this case, this story, like the mainstream media seems so keen to do, like Doug Schweitzer seems so keen to be doing. Albertan farmers were attacked on that day. And if Doug Schweitzer lets these protesters get off easy, well, it's going to send a clear signal to protesters across this province that farmers are fair game. For Rebel News in Fort Macleod, Alberta, I'm Keean Bexte. Thank you so much for tuning into our turkey heist coverage here in Fort Macleod. Be sure to like and subscribe to us here on YouTube and click the notification bell next to the subscription button so you stay up to date with coverage as it happens. I'll be live tweeting from the court on February 5th, likely, unless it's one of my colleagues. You can follow me at TheRealKeean on Twitter.